I need one volunteer. Ella. Okay, come on up to the front, and then face the class. Okay. So Ella is standing here, right? And if she copies what I do, if you kind of stick your foot out, and go like that, you could do it again. What are we doing right now? Nathan?
Friction?
We're what?
Doing friction.
Doing friction. Okay, that's really good science connection. What else? What's the movement that we're doing when we're doing this? Sammy?
Sliding.
You're sliding. Did everybody hear that?
Yeah.
Ari, what are we doing?
Sliding.
Sliding. Awesome. Thank you, Ella. Let's have another volunteer. Damon. Okay. So for this one, you are going to go like this. Okay, do it again. So start at the front. You're just gonna go to the back. What are we doing? Brianna.
Turning around.
Turning around. What's another word we could use for that? Robin. Twisting. Jordan. Rotating. Lexi.
Spinning.
Spinning. Erna.
You're doing a 360 because it's.
Okay. So, what's this motion? Janice. Starts with an F. I'll give you that. No. Sammy? Folding. You're really close. Cole.
Flattering.
You're really close, guys. Sammy. Starts with a FL. Nathan.
Flipping.
Flipping, right? He was flipping around. Does that make sense? Damon, you want to do it one more time? Boom, he just flipped over, right? Okay, so what was our first one that we had that Ella demonstrated? Sliding, right? And then Damon just did flipping. Okay, let's have one more person come up. Marissa. Okay, we could do this many different ways. Let's have you want to lay down on the ground real quick? Like straight out. Okay, now, without moving your feet, well, yeah, so keep your feet in the same spot, but I want you to kind of move this way or this way with your body, like your whole body. You can lift your whole body up, but your feet. Yeah. Okay, you're doing a great job. Guys, what is she trying to do right now? Kaden. Making an acute angle. Okay. If her body was straight, what would she be doing? Emmett? Rotating. So another way we could do it, if you want to stand up, and then let's just have Janice and, well, actually, you know what? Never mind on that, sorry. If she's just kind of spinning around, where would I be rotating around? If you want to do that. Where is she rotating around right now? Nathan?
The center.
Yeah, the center of her body, right? So, what was our first one? Sliding. What was our second one? Thanks, Marissa. What was our second one? Flipping. And what was our third one? Rotating. Okay, Damon, can you go ahead and have a seat? Thank you. All right. So we're going to have everyone practice that at your desk. Okay? So you could just take your foot on the ground and just kind of slide it over. Slide it out. You can slide it in. Okay, that's your sliding motion. for our flipping motion, what could we do for flipping with our bodies? Yeah, Jordan does a good one. Flipping your hand over. What could we do for rotating? Do that. What if I put your elbow on the desk? If I do this, am I rotating?
Yeah.
Because I'm rotating like around my elbow, right? Can everybody do that motion? Rotating. So, what did you notice about the people up here? Did they change in any way when we did those motions? Raise your hand if you have an answer. Brianna?
Like the one was rotating, it changed from here.
Okay, so it changed positions, right? Did anything about them change though? Did they change size? Did they like shrink? Did they get bigger? Nathan?
No.
No. So everything stayed the same size, right? Right. So when we have two shapes that are the same shape and they're the same size, do you guys know what another word for that is? Kaden, is your hand up? No. Anybody have a guess? Okay, it's called congruent. So I'm going to write it up here. Can everybody say that? Congruent. Congruent. Okay. You are going to need your vocabulary packets. So if you can pull those out. Thank you, Emmett. Thank you, Jordan. All right, show me you're ready. Thank you, Robin. All right, for our definition, what did I just say? Can somebody repeat it? Emmett? Congruent. What does it mean? You forgot. Brianna?
It means things that don't change size or anything.
Okay, so we're gonna write two figures that have the same shape and size. Everybody have that definition down? What could we do to draw it? Marissa?
Two circles that are exactly the same.
You could do two circles? I'm gonna try my best. Ooh. What else could you draw? Robin?
And then rectangle.
Yeah, That was a good real-life example. Can you say it again a little louder? A menu. So if you have two menus, they're going to be the exact same shape and the same size. Mason?
Windows.
Windows. Nathan?
Can I go draw it up on the board?
Sure.
You could have two right angle triangles. I did my best. I couldn't.
Awesome.
I couldn't have it the same.
So he just drew these two triangles, but even though they're not facing the same way, like this right angle's up there and this one's down here, are they still congruent? Yeah. Ari?
I got a real life example.
Yes.
Two pizzas can be the same size if they're both the same time.
So if you have like two medium pizzas or two large pizzas, right? It would be the same. Janice?
Well, I have an idea of what Mason made
Of what?
a sandwich.
A sandwich, yeah. So if you cut a sandwich like this into two equal pieces. Awesome. Good job, guys. So make sure you have a picture down or you write something down for that. All right. Are these two congruent?
No.
Someone raise your hand and tell me why not. Ella?
Because they're not the same size.
Okay. Anything else? Janice?
That one's like a present and one's a manual. One's a present and one's like shape.
Right, so they're not the same shape and they're not the same size either. What about this one and this one? Why not? Mason?
They're different sizes. Well, they have different shapes. Because one's like a square with arrows, and the other one's a circle, and also they don't really have the same size.
Yeah. So not the same size, not the same shape. What about this and this? Are these congruent? Brianna?
That's because they're the same shape and size.
But they're different colors. Does that matter? That doesn't matter, right? What about these two magnets? Are these congruent?
Yeah. They're just
Sammy, why?
Yes, because they're the same shape and they're the same size.
Awesome. Okay, you guys seem to be getting this down pretty well. So, you're going to be split up into groups, and we're going to do sort of like a scavenger hunt type thing, kind of like we did last week. So, you're going to be in your table groups, and then Erna, Nathan, Kyler, and Brianna. That's who is sitting right here. You guys are going to still be a group today, okay? So each group is going to get a shape. So you guys are going to get a shape. Your group is that shape. Yeah. Okay. So there are, eyes and ears, there are 9 other shapes that look really similar to that, or they might be the exact same, or they might be the same color. So you're looking for 9 other ones, okay? So you and your group are going to work together. You're going to go search around the room to find your 9 other ones. Yes, Sammy?
Is it so is there like 9 different types of shapes or there's 9
It could be,
like exact same ones?
it could be either, both. It could be all of that. Okay? So, eyes and ears real quick. So once you find all of the shapes, once you have all 10, I want you and your group members to decide which ones are congruent and which ones are not. Okay? So you guys can go for it. Make sure you work with your groups.
Where'd you find that one? Hey, Emmett, what shape are you doing? Everybody come together. What have we found yet? Those green ones. Where's Artie? Hey, Marissa. She's out.
Hey, Leah. Emmett's finding other shapes.
Is
Make sure you're only picking up your shapes.
You got 8 now.
We need 9.
No, we need 9.
We need 9.
Microwave.
How many we need?
Why is that on our
5. I have 5. 6, 7, 8. We already have 2.
Miss Jensen, we already have our 9.
It's supposed to be 10.
Eyes and ears real quick. You should have 10 total shapes, including the one that I gave you. You should have 10. So go back to your table groups and then sort them out.
All different tables.
Okay, well then find your group.
We need one more, right?
Yes, 10 in all.
2 figures that have the same shape as us.
Why don't you guys look up? Look more up, not at the ground, but look up this level.
What about this one?
This is the size of a dad. This is the size of a
Yes. Need 2 more. Okay, I'll give you a hint. Oh wait. I think you might have already.
Oh, those are 2.
No. Rest just don't fit. Yes.
Okay.
Maybe there's
I want you
I don't think so.
to turn this into fraction. How would you do that? How do you think you would do it?
But they have to be the same exact.
Where did my group go?
Fraction
Oh,
of
I thought those are the same size. Where is my class? Oh, there's my class. I think
Yeah?
these are like now. Yeah, they are. These two are like
You have 2 more minutes to find your shape.
Did we find all of them?
One more.
Yeah.
I don't know which one.
That one's easy.
What?
That group's an easy one.
I know. You found them all awesome. Are you guys still
These two go together, right?
Oh, you guys are still. It's in this half of the room. Done. Awesome. Okay, so what did you guys figure out? Okay. Wait back. 1 second. Hold that thought. Okay.
Can you just say this corner?
No. She said this is half.
Oh, and guys, remember, always the same.
We're done. Yes, it is. Mason, that's Mason. No, it doesn't.
Because they're all the same exact color. It's all the same.
Wait, this is ours?
Yeah.
She cut them out and then for the one out of
Okay. And then we're going to share with them.
Can we write it down?
I can write it down in a notepad.
I don't remember. So,
They don't. It's his.
and then
Look over this side.
I would give you a different.
I can see it from here. I can see it from here. I'm looking straight at it right now. They finally found it.
They did. What did you guys find?
These two groups, these two are the pairs that are.
Okay.
And the rest are.
I'm not sure not. Whoa. Okay, let me see. So these two aren't, right? Why?
Same size.
It's not the same size. Oh, I can leave that there. What about this one? That's not the same size. Awesome. Good job. Okay, next step. I want you guys to turn these into. Yes. You're done? Okay, I want you. Okay, I'll be right there. I want you guys to take this and turn it into a graph. You did already. Can you write that in?
Yep. Look how much space we have. Dang it.
So, with your 2 groups, so take 1 group and make a fraction compared to like the total number of ones you have. Does that make sense? So you had where we
Not lining up. Not all of them are lining up, dude.
Okay, so here's 1 group. How many pieces do you have that are the same? 3. So 3 out of, there we go. So make your other one, and then go write them on the board.
2 tenths. Okay, 3 tenths and 2 tenths.
4 tenths.
Okay, don't worry about that. Go ahead and put your,
This is 4 tenths. 5 tenths. 5 tenths. Yes. If you add 3 to 5 tenths.
okay, awesome. You can You have 2 more minutes. And then you can and then write it on the board.
Do you trust me?
Those are not congruent. This is big. This is bigger.
No, that one. Yeah, they've got the blue.
It's like
Oh, the blue one? Yeah. You have 1 more minute to write your fraction up on the board.
There's only one thing to do. Sit on it.
Do I have it under here? I can't find the last one.
Guys, all we have to do is write
If a zombie apocalypse ever comes, never trust anyone. Not even the best friend.
All right, you can start heading back to your seat.
We are in our seats. Do trust me.
No, don't.
Mom, I did.
Sorry, Emmett, my boy.
And if you say you should stay alive, you don't stay alive. Maybe not for you. How are you guys gonna do it without me?
Maybe that.
I said never trust anyone.
You're at the wrong place right
No,
we forgot Sammy. That's a set. Okay. This is how you say hi. He started singing. I was
All right, show me you're ready.
Okay, I'm showing you.
Thank you, Ari's group, for getting ready. Yes. Thank you, Sammy and Robin, for sitting quietly and cool. All right. Emmett, can you have a seat? Thank you. All right, eyes and ears up here. Which group would like to share what they found? Ari's group. Ari's group. Tell us what you found about your shapes.
We had two.
Whoa, 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 boys and girls. Everyone should be listening to Ari right now.
We had two groups. One group had 3 out of 10, so that's 3 tenths. Then the other group was 2 tenths.
Awesome. So they had 2 different sets of congruent shapes. So they had 3 tenths and 2 tenths. Yes, Brianna.
Our group. We had 4 out of 10, aka we were only 2/5.
All right. 4 out of 10, 2/5. Awesome. Should we have the blue group go?
We found 4 9.
Awesome. And who else needs to go? The yellow group, Sammy?
We found 6 tenths of
congruent shape,
Mm-hmm.
and 4/10 that point.
Awesome, so you did a fraction of the non-congruent shapes. Did the green group, you wanna go?
We found 4/10.
4/10. All right, awesome. So, as you can see, not all of your shapes were congruent, right? Because they're not all the same shape and they're not all the same size. But if we were to take, can I see what I was gonna say? If we were to take this one and this one,
Yeah.
these aren't congruent. Why? Ari?
Because there's a size difference.
Because there's a size difference, but they're the same shape, right?
In color.
So if we have two shapes that are the same shape, but they're not the same size, do you know what we call those? Emmett? Non-congruent, okay. There's another word I'm looking for. Erna?
Uncongruent.
Uncongruent. They're called similar shapes. Can everybody say that? Similar shapes. Okay. So we're gonna go through a few workbook pages. So if you can put everything else away but your workbooks. Yeah, Kate. Yeah. I'll say that one. Yeah, I'd like you to work.
Do you need something out of here?
Thank you, Robin, for getting ready. All right, eyes and ears up here. You guys are going to be working on pages 207, 209, and 210. But we're going to be working through them together up on the board. So I'll be calling people up to come up and mark the right answers. But also mark them in your books. Yes, Emmett? Maybe if we have time. All right, so if you're on page 207, let's have someone come up and do number 1. Ella. So the question is, does figure A show a flip of figure B? Yes or no? Awesome. Ella says no. Can you explain?
Because it's the same direction, and usually when you flip it, it goes a different direction.
Great. Awesome. Emmett, can you repeat what she just said?
Because when you flip something, it's usually in the opposite direction.
Right. So you can flip something from like the front to the back. But this one is the exact same, right? You're looking at the same one. Yeah? Emmett, did you want to come up and do number 2? why'd you say yes?
Because if you like flip this one over,
Mm-hmm.
it's like the same shape but flipped on the other side.
Right.
So it's like
So it starts out in the front, and then Emmett said it flipped over to the back side. Number 3, Ari. Does figure C show a slide of figure D? So think back to our demonstrations. Okay, Ari, why'd you say yes?
because if you just turn the screen this way, then this will just this will be right here, and then it will just be the same.
Okay, so, does everyone agree with this? Nathan?
No, because it says it's sliding the figure, not
Right.
turning it.
Okay, so you are right if we were rotating it, right? Because when we rotate around a point. So Ari's right if this was going to be a rotation. Does that make sense? Okay, so this one is actually no. Can somebody come up and help with this one, Brianna?
I think yes, because like this is like
Yeah, so it just slid the figure over, right? All right, does figure E show a turn or rotation of figure F? Jordan? You don't have to come up here if you don't want to. Okay, he says yes, why? Yeah, so if you were to turn it around the point, it would lay right on top of that one. Janice, you want to do 6? Okay, why'd you say no?
if you want to turn it, if it goes over there, then
Okay, so Janice said no. Do you guys agree with this? Cole,
I think it's yes.
do you think it's yes? Okay, so we're gonna take this one and turn it up here. So if we turn this thing and draw it out, it would line up right there, right? So is that on top of this one? Mm-mm. So Janice was right, it's no. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm going to have you guys work on 209 and 210. You can work with partners in your table groups. If you have questions, let me know.
my side.
Ari, everyone, eyes and ears real quick. Ari had a good question. On page 209 for 14 and 15, we're not, well, if you want, you can use like a piece of notebook paper to trace the shape. And then you can practice sliding it over. Or you could just draw it over there too.
Do we have to do it?
Yes, we do.
I want you to at least, if you're ready. Okay, so why aren't these?
Because it isn't the same size, but it's the same shape.
Yeah, because this one can be a good yeah, same one. I think it's just hanging it. I'm not going to switch it twice. Really? Put the figures that come well, this would be this is kind of confusing.
We stick the pencil right here and we're gonna give us this shape. Okay, I'll be there in a minute.
I'm done.
You're really, really close. So this one.
This is the one